We had some special friends from another congregation worship with us, and one of them preached a sermon titled, "Whose Son Are You?" It came from that powerful moment in Scripture when young David defeated Goliath, and King Saul, shocked, confused, amazed, looked at him and asked, "Whose son are you?" Why did Saul ask that? Because David wasn't dressed like a warrior. He wasn't trained for war. He wasn't experienced. He wasn't equipped. He wasn't even supposed to be on that battlefield. He was just a shepherd boy, the last son of Jesse, the one people often overlooked, underestimated, ignored. Yet with nothing but a sling, a stone, and the name of God, David brought down a giant fully armed from head to toe. And today I was reminded of something powerful. David didn't step forward because of his strength. He stepped forward because of his identity. He knew whose son he was. Now let's bring it into our everyday life, because many of us fight our own Goliaths daily. Words. Labels. Conditions, situations, disappointments. People calling us barren, failure, poor, not good enough, not chosen, not qualified. People look at our background and say, "You don't have connections. You didn't go to the best school. You're not intelligent enough. You're not from a wealthy home. You don't know anybody in high places. You failed before, you'll fail again." But hear me, those labels do not define you. Your background does not limit you. Your past does not disqualify you. Your situation does not determine your destiny. Just like David, you may not have experience. You may not have the money. You may not have the support. You may not have the qualifications. You may not have a famous surname. But you have something greater. You have a Father in heaven. And when God is your Father, doors open, battles shift, mountains move, and giants fall. David wasn't asked, "What weapon do you carry?" He was asked, "Whose son are you?" And today I want you to ask yourself the same. Whose child are you? Are you the child of the God who created heaven and earth? Are you the child of the God who makes the impossible possible? Are you the child of the God who turns barren into fruitful? Are you the child of the God who lifts the lowly and crowns them with honor? If yes, then why are you worried about what people call you? Why are you stressing about what society says you lack? Why are you comparing your life to others who look more qualified than you? Your identity in God is greater than any title on earth. You may be battling loneliness today, but that is not who you are. You may be facing sickness, but that sickness is not your name. You may be struggling financially, but poverty does not stamp your destiny. You may be labeled barren, but God calls you fruitful. You may be called a failure, but God calls you his masterpiece.